Welcome to Montreal, Canada. Je suis ici à Montréal, dans la belle province canadienne de Québec. Today, we're going to forget everything that we've heard about cryptocurrency. You see, the most common misconception about cryptocurrency is that it's just an investment, or just a speculative asset, just a chart that goes up and down, just a get-rich-quick scheme. My name is Martin DeSouza, an ambassador for the Cryptocity Network, and today we're going to be going across the city to showcase how the Cryptocity Network is helping drive adoption of cryptocurrency around the world. Beneath all the hype, the FOMO, the FUD, the news, the pumps, and the dumps is a powerful financial technology that's empowering individuals, revolutionizing businesses, and most importantly, strengthening communities. So we're here today to showcase how this is taking place in the beautiful city of Montreal and in cities and countries all around the world. Imagine a world where your money is actually yours. That's what cryptocurrency is all about, and that's why the Cryptocity Network is driving this adoption around the world, because this is an important fundamental right of human beings in the world. So how does technology become adopted? More importantly, how does powerful financial technology spread like wildfire around the world? There are millions and millions of people taking ownership every day of their financial decisions and their financial assets. And how is this taking place in communities? It all starts with a cup of coffee. All right, so you might be thinking, decentralized finance, cryptocurrency, ownership of your assets. It all sounds good and fun, but how does it impact human beings on a day-to-day basis with things as small as getting their daily cup of coffee? I'm here at Camas Cafe in Montreal on Rue Saint-Denis to visit my friend Samuel, a local entrepreneur that opened this coffee shop not even a year ago. See, this is just an example of one establishment that's accepting cryptocurrency around the world. So come on in, let's get a cup of coffee with Samuel and let's have a conversation about why he's chosen to adopt cryptocurrency and accept cryptocurrency at his business, and why the future of finance and the future of payment transactions is taking place in crypto. So Samuel, you spoke about being Montreal born and raised. You obviously have a very local, community-focused business in a coffee shop. For many people, the coffee shop is like a second home. You know, it's where people start their morning. So why is it important for you to create a business and a presence in the local community? And speak about the community element to not only your business, but your lifestyle and how you chose to express yourself individually.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm Montreal born and raised, like you said. I always jump on the occasion to promote my city. And for me to actually be a part of those recommendations, like with Camas, with my business, is something so special. It's way more than, like, you know, like you said, a cup of coffee in the morning. It's about making people feel at home wherever they're from. We love the people, and everything we do, not only in terms of service, but in terms of what we design for the business, it's all about for the people to feel like they're at the right place.
Samuel, thanks for having us today.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for being
Cheers,
a partner
man.
to the Cryptocity Network.
Of course.
And we appreciate always coming through here. It's such a vibe, such a good time, so thanks.
Thank you so much, Martin.
So when we talk about the adoption of cryptocurrency, we hear big words like decentralization, self-custody, and payment adoption. Big technical concepts. When the reality of how it gets adopted in our day-to-day lives is as seamless as you saw at the countertop. Doesn't require very different payment behaviors than paying with fiat currency. So we're about to head over to Faded Studio, another Montreal staple, local small business barbershop run by my friend Gabriel, to talk about why he embraces financial technology and innovation for his small business and why he chooses to be on the cutting edge of innovation. We're here at Faded Studio, another local Montreal staple. It's a barbershop owned by Gabriel. Gabriel started Faded Studio 4 years ago and made a decision to start a business and work for himself. We'll see in a minute here how I can have my hair cut by Gabriel and we can make a transaction peer-to-peer. This industry is largely driven by cash, and people prefer cash for many different reasons. But most importantly, it feels like there's no middle person. There's no bank in the way. You know, it's a peer-to-peer transaction. It's a person in their community supporting a local business owner. So we're going to showcase how with cryptocurrency, you can have those same fundamentals in a peer-to-peer transaction, but instead as digital cash. All right, so Gabriel, thanks for the cut. Got me looking all fresh, I appreciate it.
Like always.
As you know, the Cryptocity Network is about helping drive crypto adoption. Personal services like barbershops are very traditionally cash-driven businesses, cash-driven industries. And I think the reason for that is people like a peer-to-peer transaction. They like it being the person getting the service to the service provider, one-to-one. You know, we've seen this around the world. Cash has been around for hundreds of years. And I think people like that payment experience. And I think that's why people still continue to pay with fiat cash for personal services like barbershops. So for you, where you have a very personal business, where you're getting to interact with your clients one-on-one, you're spending time with them, you're getting to know them, why is it important for you to embrace financial technology like cryptocurrency to help support you in your business and help provide a good service for your clients?
The most important thing I think is that having a platform where I can accept different forms of payment, especially cryptocurrency, just a way for me to like accept and be more convenient to my clients. The biggest advantage for me is that it's a very direct transaction, whether it's tapping my phone or showing a QR code or using any form of other application that's a near instant transaction. And the biggest thing for me that's like more of a personal advantage for me is that I accept mostly, you know, like some of the blue chips or the good coins or something that's very more like reliable or solid. And it's like a direct way for me to invest my work into a bigger gain, or, you know, just if it goes up, technically my haircut, my service just went up by 5% as well, 10% as well.
A financial asset.
Yeah, and it's just way better than having just cash money sitting at home and not being able to do anything with it.
Gabriel, thank you for your time. Thanks for making me look nice and fresh. You know, thanks for welcoming us into your business, and thanks for being part of the Cryptocity Network.
Appreciate it. Thank you, man.
So there we have it at Faded Studio. As a Cryptocity Network partner, we were able to emulate that cash-like transaction that takes place, but digitally, using cryptocurrency. As a traditionally cash-driven industry, personal services and barbershops like the peer-to-peer element of a cryptocurrency transaction. And so we just wanted to showcase how adoption is taking place around the world in the many cities that are part of the cryptocurrency and the Cryptocity Network. And next we're gonna go over to a fitness studio. It's a brand new fitness studio by a guy named Nico here in Montreal called Big Daddy Fitness. And we're gonna speak about how in technology adoption and financial technology adoption is largely driven by habits and behaviors. So we're gonna use the fitness analogy to showcase how once habits are formed, that largely helps drive the adoption of any technology or any organization. So come on over, let's go to Big Daddy Fitness and get a workout in. All right, so we're here at Big Daddy Fitness, the brand new and improved Big Daddy Fitness, soon to be a staple here in the city of Montreal, and yet another location of the Cryptocity Network in Cryptocity Montreal, accepting cryptocurrency as payment. I mentioned that technology adoption sounds very challenging and difficult, when in reality, it happens on the ground at places like this. Places where people come every single day to see their friends, to see their favorite trainers, to see their neighbors and other members of their community. Implementing and onboarding and adopting new technologies is habitual, much like fitness. Come with us, we're gonna do a workout with Scott here at Big Daddy Fitness, and then we're gonna do a little tour of the facility and talk about some of the ways that they're implementing technology like cryptocurrency. Much of technological adoption takes place on a habitual level, meaning, you know, it can seem intimidating or it can seem different or challenging to adopt something new. But once you learn about it, once you understand why it's better for you, once you understand how it works, it becomes habitual. And once you experience it once and you really become educated and you learn, it becomes part of your habits, part of your routine. And that's what we're seeing with the Cryptocity Network. Much like fitness, much like health becomes habitual. So Scott, in your experience as a fitness trainer and as a health practitioner, how do you see people overcome the challenges with forming a new habit, but then sticking around once they have that habit?
Yeah, I mean, definitely the first beginning stage of it is the hardest part for most people. Getting into it, following a diet, following a gym routine is obviously the hardest part. But once they get through that part and they actually build that habit, they become much, much better. They find that they're going to see a lot more progress and everything stays a lot more consistent from that point.
And you see, like, once people figure it out and once they get the feeling of what having a better or a more healthy body, more healthy mind is, they get hooked on it, right? And it never really changes. We see with technological adoption, much of it is community driven. It takes one person explaining it via word of mouth to another person in the community. Now you have 2 peers, 5 peers, 10, 100, 1,000. Speak about the community element of fitness, especially at a place like Big Daddy Fitness, and how and why gyms are such an important part of communities.
Yeah, absolutely. I think when you first get into a gym, a lot of times people are kind of like nervous about it. They're like, are people going to judge me? Are people going to look at me a little bit different? But then you begin to realize that everybody's like-minded in that gym community. And what we pride ourselves on here at Big Daddy Fitness is driving that community feeling and that family feeling. So every single member that we have that walks through that door, we try to make them feel like they're included in this family that we've built. And we want to keep that going as our main goal behind this new gym and everything that we do here.
And that's why it's such a perfect partner for the Cryptocity Initiative, places like this, because we all embody the same values. We're all driving the same mission, which is a community-driven approach to take real people from communities, to connect them, and to make Cryptocity Montreal a beautiful place to live, a beautiful place to travel to, and a beautiful place to build families. And we end off the day here at the Ring in Montreal, a monument that represents the multiculturalism of Montreal and Canada itself. The Ring symbolizes the past, the present, and the future. Much like the Cryptocity Network is the integration and the adoption of technology and real life, it's the same embodiment that happens in the Ring. Today we met with 3 different business owners who are all part of the Cryptocity Network here in Montreal. We saw how they were making lifestyle design, lifestyle choices based on how they wanted to live their life on their own terms. And we saw how they were using technology to enable the dream that they had to start their businesses and show up for the people in their community. We talked about how habit forming takes place on the ground. The Cryptocity Network is a powerful nonprofit initiative that drives the adoption of financial technology all around the world. We know that there are 14 crypto cities right now across 10 different countries and many more coming. The Cryptocity Network enables over 70 million merchants worldwide to accept cryptocurrency. So whether you're living on the ground in the crypto cities, or if you're traveling to them and participating in crypto tourism, the Cryptocity Network is documenting the real-life adoption of financial technology and cryptocurrency that's taking place all around the world every single day. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and if you want to participate in the Cryptocity Network, visit the website at cryptocity.network today. Thanks again, and we'll see you at the next Crypto City.